got my cider with me. I'm ready to react to the first state of play in a while. We're going to find out a bit more information on Ghosts of Tsushima, which is from the people who made Infamous. This was made by Sucker Punch, the studio behind the Infamous series, and this is their new one made for PS5, I believe. This is going to be the first big sort of reveal. We're going to have a lot more information about it, so it should be interesting. Got the preview on there behind me. Be able to see what I'm watching somewhere else on the screen as well. Just trying out something new, because I love watching stuff like E3, and we don't have an E3 this year. This is what it will be like. I'll be reacting to this stuff, and this will be my genuine reactions. I mean, I might tone it up a little bit, just so I'm actually talking, but I always get excited about this stuff. This is actually working quite well. Okay. If you like this new content, be sure to give it a like. I can't tell how loud I'm being now when I've got these headphones on, so that's always fun. I can't wait for the PlayStation 5 reveal. It's gonna be a very fun time. Right, let's dive in and see what we got. See, I'm so used to seeing that associated with Infamous.
Hello everyone, I'm Jason Connell from Sucker Punch Productions. We have a lot to show you today about Ghost of Tsushima.
I still don't know how to pronounce Tsushima. I'm not gonna lie, my monitor definitely isn't doing it justice.
Open world design
Probably because I'm watching this live.
In the most thematic and immersive ways possible.
It definitely does seem like more of a chill sort of vibe. Like everything is, I guess in that era it would be, I guess. Like all just the hills and the fields and stuff. Okay, actual gameplay, unlike Xbox, so we've got step up on there. Oh, that's a really subtle way of doing like waypoints and stuff. Doesn't just stick a massive light down. You press a button and it tells you which way the wind's blowing. That's quite clever. I like that. Yeah, that's such an interesting way of doing like waypoints and well, it's not a sat nav, is it? You wouldn't have a sat nav back then, but that's such a clever way of doing it. Yeah, it's definitely looking sort of Horizon Zero Dawn-y with the sort of landscape size. That's what I'm feeling. And it's gonna have stealth as well. That's really not. It's really low on GUI. I like that. Seeing the smokestacks instead of having massive bright yellow or bright red waypoints, it makes a lot more sense. Because I think that's what they're going for this generation. It's about more being immersive and staying immersed. And birds are leading to hidden locations. That's another clever way of doing it. It's very, very minimal. So it's going to be like, you have to find the armor, you have to find the weapons, you have to craft them yourself. Hopefully the durability isn't a thing, or it's just not annoying. Yeah, another intriguing way of having other like points of interest revealed. And it's still sticking with the theme as well. Like it's nothing too weird. I mean, obviously you've got a fox just telling you where to go, but it makes sense in like the mythology of it, doesn't it?
Or maybe it's just a fox trying to show you something hidden in the woods.
You can pet foxes as well, so I don't think you can do that in any other games. It does look beautiful, doesn't it? It's lovely. The colours are very bright. I'm a sucker for a game with like bright colours. Why have everything at your disposal and then just put it in the dark? It looks like they're geared up for totally different things. Unless you can go down different routes like they did in Assassin's Creed Unity, with like sort of heavy armour or, you know, more stealthy stuff. That'd be quite interesting.
Waiting for the other to make the first move.
That is a standoff button. That is pretty sick. It's because it's all about honour, isn't it? Nice. Now I assume that's just a timed thing and that will get more difficult with the quicker the enemies. But surely you won't just die in one hit. So I don't know how that will play into it. Okay, and they're doing a rock, paper, scissors type thing with fire, water, air. Makes sense. Adds a bit of skill to it, so you have to switch around the different enemy types. Well-timed music as well, I like that. I wonder if it'll be like the colours, you can change all the colours of all the armour and stuff. So instead of a ghost,
he'll use
heavy
every
person,
trick he can think up to even the odds.
He's going for silence. So you see he jumped, he leapt off the horse there because he was on lighter armour. Very interesting. and then it becomes more of a stealth game, if that's your type of fancy. And then instead of focusing on countering and attacking in that sense, it's more about assassinations. Also notice it's a different mission in the same area. There'll be replayability for the certain different places. I mean, there's always going to be air assassinations in there. Oh, there's nothing really that's, I don't know, groundbreaking yet. I like the standoff mechanics. But it's got the whole fear mechanic in as well. I mean, I guess if this comes out at the end of the console's life cycle, it would make sense to sort of have the amalgamation of stuff. Like, this is giving me sort of like Shadow of Mordor vibes as well with that sort of. And then Assassin's Creed, a bit of Arkham. And of course, you've got to put a grappling hook in there. Yeah, all of the GUI is very minimal. And then it'll say your rating, what you've got to do, what you've done. Customization, lovely. All right. He's got a black and yellow samurai there. That's pretty sick.
But you can fine-tune the look as well.
So hopefully that should make it easier, because then you know exactly what colour and what plant to go out for if you want to look a certain way. You don't have to deal with like random or loot boxes or any of that. Photo mode, they're really trying to push the whole sharing features. They always do PlayStation. They do like a share of the week thing as well. So this is obviously just going to add into this. And with the create button on PS5, this is going to make sense too. Yeah, I won't be spending much time in this, but it's an interesting feature to say the least. Okay, yeah, it makes more sense that they'd speak in Japanese, wouldn't it? There's a whole black and white option. That is quite interesting. It's like that documentary that came out on Netflix that was only in black and white. I don't know. There must be a challenge to complete the whole game like this. It looks a bit too bland like that. That might just be me, but interesting idea. But yeah, not really my cup of tea. Yeah, it just does seem like a normal sort of Horizon Zero Dawn, Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I don't know, they all sort of blend into one nowadays, don't they? Obviously, there'll be a lot of people complaining that there wasn't a PS5 reveal in this, but I guess they're just trying to spread across all the stuff they were going to announce at E3. So there might be something this week, something next week, and then maybe there'll be stuff in June. And that's the end of the state of play. Yeah, it just seems like they're building on the success of, you know, the Assassin's Creed Odysseys, God of Wars, Horizon Zero Dawn, Shadow of Mordor. Yeah, I do like the idea of having the die to customize your character. That's an interesting way of doing that. And the whole standoff mechanic. I think that'll be the one thing that the news articles keep popping up on. So overall, that was really good. I'm hoping we'll react to more stuff. We got Nintendo Directs, we got State of Plays, and now whatever Xbox is calling theirs. But there's no E3. It wasn't too much, but I hope I provided a bit more information for you. Bit of my opinion. I probably won't pick it up at this rate, but it does seem like a game that I'll get when it's about half price than PSN. So I think this is going to be the end of the life cycle game. Maybe there'll be a Game of the Year version. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.